Welcome to the Rustic Planters, where beautiful gardens become inspiring retreats filled with character, texture, and timeless charm. Today, we are exploring secret Mediterranean hillside garden ideas that bring the atmosphere of an exclusive countryside estate right into your own outdoor space. From terraced planting beds to rustic stone pathways, every detail can create a sense of regal Mediterranean beauty. Mediterranean hillside gardens have a special way of making ordinary landscapes feel remarkably sophisticated. Their appeal comes from natural stone, sculptural plants, weathered textures, winding paths, and carefully layered greenery that seems to belong perfectly within the terrain. Even a modest garden can borrow these principles to create an intimate landscape that feels secluded, elegant, and wonderfully established. If you love timeless garden design, make sure to subscribe to the Rustic Planters, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us which Mediterranean hillside idea you would most love to bring into your own garden. Now, let's discover how to transform slopes, corners, and overlooked spaces into a truly enchanting outdoor retreat. One of the defining features of a Mediterranean hillside garden is its use of terraces. Instead of fighting a slope, embrace its natural elevation by creating several planting levels supported with stone retaining walls. These terraces can turn uneven ground into a series of purposeful garden rooms, while adding an architectural quality that immediately feels refined. Choose materials that appear naturally connected to the landscape, such as limestone, sandstone, or aged fieldstone. Avoid overly perfect arrangements and allow the stonework to have subtle variations in shape and texture. Between the walls, consider planting drought-tolerant herbs, ornamental grasses, lavender, rosemary, and other Mediterranean-inspired foliage for a relaxed yet luxurious composition. The beauty of terracing is that every level can have its own character while still contributing to one cohesive landscape. A lower terrace might feature fragrant herbs, a middle level could showcase flowering shrubs, and the highest point could become a quiet destination framed by greenery. The result feels less like a conventional backyard and more like a hidden hillside estate. A memorable garden often begins with a captivating entrance. For a Mediterranean-inspired landscape, consider a stone gateway, an arched opening, or a simple rustic passage framed by climbing vines and dense planting. The goal is to create a feeling of discovery, as though the garden continues beyond what can immediately be seen. Use large terracotta pots, weathered stone planters, clipped shrubs, and architectural foliage to establish a strong sense of arrival. Olive trees, citrus trees, cypress forms, and sculptural agaves can provide distinctive silhouettes without overwhelming the natural character of the setting. Repetition of a few key materials will make the entrance feel intentionally designed rather than decorated. For an especially exclusive atmosphere, keep the entrance slightly mysterious. A partially concealed pathway, an old-fashioned gate, or vegetation that gently obscures the next garden room can create anticipation. Mediterranean design is often at its most captivating when it reveals the landscape gradually rather than presenting everything at once. Plant selection is essential for capturing the character of a Mediterranean hillside. Think beyond individual flowers and focus on layers of foliage, texture, height, and fragrance. Lavender, rosemary, thyme, sage, santolina, ornamental grasses, and drought-tolerant flowering plants can create a rich tapestry that looks beautifully relaxed. Combine low-growing ground covers with rounded shrubs and taller architectural plants to give the landscape depth. Silver-gray foliage can provide a sophisticated visual thread, while touches of deep green and muted flowering colors keep the planting scheme connected to the surrounding terrain. The secret is to create abundance without making the garden feel crowded. For a regal effect, repeat selected plants throughout the different terraces. Repetition creates rhythm and makes separate areas feel connected. Allow some plants to spill naturally over stone edges and soften retaining walls, creating the impression that the garden has evolved gradually over many years rather than being assembled all at once. A hillside garden becomes much more intriguing when its pathways encourage exploration. Instead of creating a perfectly straight route, introduce gentle curves that follow the contours of the terrain. Gravel, irregular stone slabs, brick, or compacted earth can all work beautifully when combined with natural planting along the edges. Let the path disappear behind shrubs, walls, or clusters of foliage before revealing another destination. This simple design technique creates a sequence of discoveries and makes even a relatively small garden feel much larger. A curved route might lead from a herb terrace to a fountain, then continue toward a secluded seating area or a small courtyard. Hidden garden rooms are particularly effective for creating that exclusive Mediterranean estate feeling. Each space can have a different purpose and atmosphere while sharing the same stone, terracotta, and planting palette. By dividing the landscape into intimate destinations, you create a garden that rewards slow exploration and feels full of secrets. Water can bring a sense of calm and grandeur to a Mediterranean garden. A compact stone fountain, shallow basin, or small recirculating water feature can become a striking focal point without requiring an enormous installation. The sound and movement of water also provide a beautiful contrast to the dry textures associated with hillside landscapes. Surround the feature with natural stone, terracotta vessels, gravel, and carefully selected greenery. Consider using an aged or handcrafted appearance rather than something overly polished. Mediterranean garden design often feels most authentic when architectural elements appear weathered and integrated into their surroundings. You can also introduce other rustic focal points, such as antique-style urns, stone benches, reclaimed timber details, or decorative masonry. Choose only a few meaningful pieces so that each one has room to stand out. A restrained collection of distinctive features can create far more sophistication than filling every corner with decoration. The most memorable hillside gardens offer places to pause and enjoy the landscape. A small terrace with a stone bench, a rustic table, or a secluded courtyard can become the heart of the garden. Position these areas where they overlook several planting levels, creating a layered view that makes the entire landscape feel expansive. Use natural materials and understated textures to keep the retreat connected to the garden. Terracotta, aged wood, woven materials, stone, and muted textiles can all reinforce the Mediterranean character without making the space feel overly formal. Surround the area with fragrant herbs, climbing vines, and softly structured shrubs for an atmosphere that feels private and welcoming. The secret to making the retreat feel exclusive is not necessarily its size. Privacy, proportion, and thoughtful placement matter much more. A compact corner partially hidden behind greenery can feel more luxurious than a large open patio because it creates a sense of escape. Let the surrounding landscape provide the drama while the retreat remains simple and elegant. A Mediterranean hillside garden is ultimately about working with nature rather than trying to overpower it. Terraced stonework, winding pathways, drought-tolerant planting, rustic architectural details, and secluded garden rooms can transform even challenging terrain into a landscape filled with timeless character. By combining these elements thoughtfully, you can create an outdoor space that feels both relaxed and remarkably regal. Thank you for spending time with the Rustic Planters today. If these secret Mediterranean hillside garden ideas inspired you, remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment telling us which design feature captured your imagination most. Your support helps us continue creating more beautiful garden inspiration for every kind of outdoor space. Until next time, keep experimenting with natural textures, embrace the character of your landscape, and let your garden reveal its beauty one corner at a time. With the right combination of stone, greenery, pathways, and secluded spaces, even an ordinary hillside can become a private Mediterranean-inspired sanctuary. We'll see you in the next garden inspiration video from the Rustic Planters.